How's fall camp going?
It's going well, man.
Yeah.
This is my fourth fall camp for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going well.
Yeah.
Excited.
How would you compare them to previous ones?
I think I would say just probably a lot more mature than the other years. I've had 3 seasons under my belt now, so yeah, I have some experience now, so yeah.
How does that maturity show itself? Like, what's different about you compared to past years?
Like I said, just maturity, and then getting more ball knowledge just for the game, because you have more time in there. So, yeah.
Yeah, what's your level of comfort with this system at this point, having seen it as much as you have?
Yeah, I mean, we have switched coordinators, but the offense has stayed similar, I would say. So yeah, I'm pretty comfortable, I guess you could say, with the offense.
Does that make it easier for you to kind of potentially take command pre-snap, make changes and things like that? Like, how comfortable are you with all that stuff?
I mean, yeah, just with whatever coach will allow me to do, I'll be comfortable with.
How would you say you played in the limited opportunities you had last year?
I would say I played okay. Well, not great, but I definitely lots of learning to do, lots of learning from my play, and yeah.
What's it been like going through fall and competing for that #1 quarterback job?
Oh man, it's been awesome. I mean, I enjoy just competition and stuff like that, and I mean Owen's just amazing quarterback as well. So man, it's been a lot of fun.
Do you guys get kind of competitive about it, or what's the dynamic between the two of you like?
I mean, yeah, just compete every day. That's all you can ask, really.
How do you kind of balance that part versus, obviously still being teammates and trying to help each other along at the end of the day?
I mean, yeah, we're great friends. I mean, off the field, yeah, we're great friends, and even on the field, he's helping me out. We're trying to help each other out, just with reads and stuff. So yeah.
Was there any consideration of maybe not coming back this year?
No. UTSA is my home.
I know there's obviously a lot of look at this quarterback competition from around, and your fans are very interested in it. What's it like internally? Like, how do you experience that? Do you get a sense that there's a lot of eyes on you guys at this point?
Can you explain more?
Just, fans want to see who the #1 quarterback is going to be. It's kind of all eyes is on this competition. I just wonder if you get a sense of that, or what's it like kind of knowing that you're under the microscope a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really been on Twitter in a minute, so I don't know what's going on there. But, I mean, yeah, I guess my family, my mom is on Twitter, so she'll tell me some things that happen. So.
Do you try to avoid that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I just haven't been on Twitter really, yeah.
I just don't know if that's, some guys, they just don't want to see what the chatter is, and other guys, they just don't really care. I don't know, is it a conscious effort to not see it?
I don't really care for it, really, yeah.
How do you kind of balance, being in a competition without knowing? It doesn't seem like Coach Traylor is going to tell us anyways once the decision is made, right. But kind of the not knowing part. How do you navigate through that?
I mean, we have everyone on the team just has full faith and trust in Coach Traylor. So I mean, there's no worry about anything really, because we know he wants what's best for our team.
Do you put any pressure on yourself to kind of earn that opportunity to play, or how do you approach it from that sense?
Pressure? I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit of pressure, just because I've always wanted, you always want to be the best at what you do, right? So it's of course you put a little bit of pressure on yourself. So yeah.
How do you manage that and kind of not let it become a negative? I know pressure can be something that pushes you, or it could be harmful as well.
I mean, really, the main thing with me is just keep my faith up. If my faith is good, and and I'm staying in my word, off the field, and I'm just constantly in my Bible reading. I mean, that's what brings internal peace for me.
I was gonna say, has that always been something that you've looked to?
Yes, sir.
Time?
Yes, sir. Always.
Has there any frustration been? I mean, you've been here for 4 years now, and
mm-hmm.
It's I haven't played that much, and I haven't gotten that many opportunities. So, how do you deal with that mental aspect?
Yeah, just keep chopping every day. I mean, that's the mentality. I mean, I think everything happens for a reason. So, yeah.
What's the leadership dynamic like within the offense? Where does that come from?
I think just comes from both quarterbacks. Just we push the team every day. I mean, of course, we have great leaders. Like we have our O-line leaders, there's guys that lead in the receiving room, guys that lead in the running back room, and the same with defense. So yeah.
How do you take on that leadership challenge? What have you done to try to step into that sort of a role?
I mean, really, I've learned a lot from Frank. Frank's taught me a lot about how to lead and just stuff like that. So yeah.
Is there anything in particular that he did that you try to emulate now?
There was a thing he always used to do. He'd always, like before practice and stuff, he'd always shake everyone's hand, like in like the stretch lines, type like that. So yeah.
You do that now?
Sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be a copycat.
Right.
Yeah.
What about the vocal component? Is that something? Obviously, Frank was a loud guy, kind of.
Yeah.
How do you guys replace that? Is that something that comes easy to you, or you have to work on that?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm as loud as Frank, but yeah. But I mean, yeah, you got to be vocal on the field for sure.
Yeah. How did your scrimmage go today?
I thought it went pretty well. I thought the offense, we always moved it up and down the field the whole time, which is what you want because you can get in field goal range if anything. So you're always getting points, so that's good.
You mentioned kind of working on the vocal side a little bit. What kind of thing do you try to offer your teammates, or how do you see yourself making progress as being more vocal yourself?
Really just like encouraging them. Like if they make a bad play or something, you want to encourage them. Just like keep your head up because you never know when the next play you have to make a play to win the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Coach Traylor has mentioned that whoever is the starting quarterback is going to face some tough tests early in the season with some of these road games you guys had. How do you sort of brace for the challenge of having to go to Texas State or having to go to Texas very early on?
Oh well, first we got to worry about Kennesaw. So that's where all of our, I guess, our eyes are on right now.
How do you feel about? He mentioned also the potential that it could be more than one quarterback playing early in the season. How do you feel about that possibility?
Like we said, we put all of our trust and faith in Coach Traylor, so we know he'll make the right decision.
How about in the receiver room? Who's kind of stood out so far or caught your eye with what they've been able to do on the field?
Who stood out? I mean, like always, we're waiting for JT Clark.
Right.
Devin McEwen, JJ Sparkman, Jaren Randall, Jace, Willie McCoy, David Amador. I mean, all those guys, they make plays every day. I mean, it makes life quarterback easy when they're out there.
You mentioned JT. What does it do for the offense if he's able to come back?
Oh, yeah. That'll be big time.
How's the offensive line looking? It seems like CJ James is kind of emerging as one of the leaders of that group. Just like how does that group look, and then what's your relationship like with CJ?
Me and CJ have a great relationship, and I would just say the whole line. I mean, from Bentley to now Jalen came from Houston. I mean, everyone looks good and healthy, so that's all we can ask for.
All right, Eddie.
Cool.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you, Eddie.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.